Hi guys, subscribe to RItzshred and press the bell icon to never miss another video. And also, I would really appreciate if you leave a follow me on Instagram. I have recently reached 20k followers, so please thanks for helping me and you can follow me there too. Hi guys, I am Ritobroto and today we'll talk about cardio and we'll know everything about cardio. Whatever the questions, cardio during bulk, cardio during cardio for fat loss, cardio during muscle building, what is cardio, how does it names it from types of cardio and everything we'll talk about. And I will also let you know the type of cardio which I prefer to do and what cardio you should do according to your body type and what should be the most optimal cardio for fat loss and everything about that. So let's start. Hi guys, welcome back. So before doing cardio, we should always know that what actually cardio means. So cardio actually comes from a word cardiac. Cardiac means heart. So cardio is something that works or heat up our heart muscles, our cardiac muscles. So when we do cardio, our heart pumps blood through all of our body to make it function. The cardio is actually done to increase endurance and increase blood flow in your body. Now, as you know, the what cardio comes from or its etymology, now it comes towards the types of cardio. So there are actually three types of cardio. Every cardio can be broken into three types of cardio. So there is LISS or LIS, MISS or MIS, and HIIT or HIIT. So LIS stands for or LISS stands for low intensity steady state cardio. MIS stands for medium intensity steady state cardio, and HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. So an example of this is slow jogging or brisk walking, where your heart rate shouldn't go above 110 or 50% of your max heart rate. That is LIS. And medium intensity status is normal jogging, like the marathon runners do, or say you are on elliptical, or maybe you are just casually cycling on like that. So that is MIS. The target heart rate for MIS is about 60 to 80% of your max heart rate, and HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. High intensity interval training is any kind of sports like volleyball, basketball, football. You actually have to run to get the ball, and when you have not the ball, let's say you are a defender, you are just standing there. So it's a kind of high intensity interval training. So you are doing intervals of high intensity work and then taking rest. A good example of high intensity interval training is sprinting. So you sprint for 100 meter at your max capacity and then rest for 20 to 30 seconds. So for high intensity interval training, your heart rate should reach at least 90 to 95% of your max heart rate in the working interval, and during your rest interval it should come back to let's say 50%, and then after your interval rest interval end, you have to continue that with the interval working interval. We are going to talk about cardio for fat loss. So any kind of fat loss occurs from a negative energy expenditure, right? So you are expending more calories than you are eating. You are supplying your body. So the 80-20, so there is a nice rule for that 80-20 rule by Dr. Eric Hames, who said that 80% of your caloric deficit, let's say you are having a caloric deficit of 500, so 80% of it should come from the diet, and the rest 20% it should come from cardio. So actually we should need not to treat weight loss as a daily basis. We need not to treat weight loss as a daily basis. It will be more optimal if we treat it as a weekly basis, because day to day fluctuation in weights are very normal for water loss or the water loss and stuff. So we can actually predict weight loss or detect weight loss only after a week or two. So I would suggest that it is very optimal to see your changes after a week. So let's say your target daily target fat loss, you target 1 pound fat loss in 1 week. So 1 pound of fat means 3500 calories. So 80% of 3500 so 80% of 3500 should come from your diet, and the rest 20% you can do as a cardio. So I am always I am speaking this again and again. Use cardio as a tool to fat loss. The benefits of doing cardio that you can eat more, much more. If you do more than that, let's say you do 50% of your energy expenditure from your cardio, then you can actually eat more, right? So you can just balance it out. So cardio. Now we come to cardio during bulking or cardio during muscle building. So for an ectomorph guy, I would suggest that you should keep your cardio to minimal. Well, I am a semi-ectomorph and semi-mesomorph. So I would predict that I am actually 30% ectomorph and the rest is mesomorph. There is no actual ectomorph, actual mesomorph there, because our body composition changes from time to time. When I was young, actually I was a great ectomorph, but as I went through my puberty, I had seen that I am a kind of a skinny fat mesomorph. So for bulking, I would suggest that you should do at least one sessions of medium intensity steady state cardio per week and one session of heat per week. So no more than that. So, if you do more than that, it may ruin your muscle gain, because you are expending more calories, right? And I am always telling you that take it on a weekly basis. And cardio during fat loss. Cardio during fat loss, you should do at least one least session, one miss session, and one heat session. 3 days cardio in a week. One heat session, one miss session, and one least session. One least session should be the brisk walking or slow jogging or anything you want to like. I actually like to do cardio outside because I just feel kind of bored doing it on a treadmill. I would refer you that you can walk and put some audible or put on some audiobook on your head, in your stereo or something, or headset, and then you can learn and you can also lose fat. So your lead session should probably last about 1 hour. Your miss session should only probably last for maximum 20 to 30 minutes, and your heat session should be no more than 20 minutes. Heat is actually very taxing on our body. Now as we are saying this, I would go into a little detail about leads and miss and heat and their effects on our body composition and fat loss. So lease actually takes energy from the fat stored in your body. It is a very slow process. You are just walking and stuff. It takes energy from the stored energy in your body, that is fat. So lease is actually good for fat loss, but you have to do it more. And as far as miss is concerned, medium intensity steady state concerned, medium intensity steady state, there is imagine a crisscross graph. At first your energy should be taken from fat, but as it progresses, it's taken from fat, that is the fatty acids, and as it progresses, the fat loss decreases and your glycogen consumption increases. So after let's say 20 minutes, there should be no fat loss and muscle protein synthesis or glycogen consumption increases. So I would suggest that there should be a miss session or medium intensity session should no more last than 20 minutes if you want to keep muscles stuff. I'll give you an example. You have seen runners and joggers, right? So runners and joggers are who do miss sessions for let's say kilometer. I was also used to it. I used to run for 5 to 6 kilometers, and our body's nature is to adapt, right? So if you do miss sessions for too long, your body will adapt according to it. And how will body adapt? It would make it less heavy so that it can run longer and run faster. So it would just shrink your muscles. Have you seen marathon runners? They are as skinny as fuck. They are as scrawny. They are paper thin skin and they are very, very skinny. And as far as heat is concerned, heat is almost like weightlifting. Let's say you are doing a set of barbell curls or deadlift. You are pulling it up and then you are doing the, let's say, 5 to 6 reps, and then you are resting. So heat is almost like weightlifting. Actually heat in the session doesn't take energy from the fat, but from the glucose or glycogen. But what it does, that it releases the fatty acids from the fat cells. So it releases the fatty acids from your cells. So I like heat because actually it takes less time. I had never been a fan of cardio too much because I hate it. I kind of hate cardio. But although when I started in this fitness world, I did a lot of miss, medium intensity steady state. So medium intensity steady state is actually great for if you want to build endurance. If you are endurance athlete, I would suggest that you should do miss at least 4 to 5 times a week. You have seen marathon runners, they have got such great endurance, right? So that endurance should incorporate in your weightlifting routine if you are doing some. So let's say a guy who doesn't do cardio, uh, doing curls or doing barbell curls for 10 days, but you are the same guy, same weight, same technique, but you should do it, you could do it 2 or 3 days more longer, because you have this endurance stuff inside you. So miss is better for building endurance, lease is actually good for fat loss. So when you are on a cut, right, in the fat loss, you shouldn't do heat too much, because heat may ruin your muscle gain. So I would suggest that there should be one session of lease and one session of heat, but your heat session should be no more than 10 minutes, max 10 minutes. I know I am beating around the bush a lot, because this video is not scripted. I don't script for telling you the facts that I know, because scripted seems kind of weird. I don't know how to do it. So anyway, I would obviously sum up all the facts in the end, so keep tuned. The timing of the cardio concerned, if you are over the 20% body fat, you don't need to consider timing, because whatever you do, your body will lose fat and some muscle actually, but mostly fat. And let's say you are already in a lower body fat percentage, you are already lean, let's say you are 12% but get down below 10. So then I would suggest that do the cardio in a fasted state. Use the stubborn fats in your those lavendels or lower belly, whatever the area you store the stubborn fats in. So if you want to get below 10% body fat, then do it. Then do cardio in the morning. But when you are doing cardio in the empty state or the empty stomach in the morning, I should suggest that you should always stick with some kind of lease or a very slow miss, because don't do heat in the morning in that empty state, because it may again results in a chance of muscle loss. If you want to keep your muscle, then you shouldn't do it. If you are an athlete, I would suggest that that's a complete different. If you are an athlete, that's a complete different type. You can do whatever the fuck you do like, because it's your need, right? You have to train. You have to you strive for that. You are an athlete. But if you are a regular gym goer and bodybuilding and just want to have some muscle mass and good abs, then I should of course suggest you that don't do heat in empty stomach in the morning. And to sum it up, cardio, the etymology, the cardio is something that works your heart and makes your heart stronger, so makes your blood flow, so that is very much beneficial. Types of cardio, there are 3 types of cardio: low intensity steady state or lease, medium intensity steady state or miss, and high intensity interval training or heat. In case of calories burned, and time consumption is less in in heat, but calorie expenditure is more in heat. Medium intensity steady state is somewhere in between. You shouldn't do medium intensity steady state more than 20 minutes. And lease actually is not some taxing in your body. You can do it daily if you want to, and you have to do it for a long time, like an hour may be good. So in case of taxing or stress on your body, heat is the most taxing, medium intensity steady state is less taxing, medium taxing, and lease is the least taxing. If you want to do cardio daily, what I should suggest that you should do lease. At least you should walk. Brisk walk is a very good type of lease. Examples of cardio lease is brisk walking, slow jogging or slow cycling. Miss is normal jogging or elliptical or moderate cycling or rowing. And heat is actually sprinting, basketball, any kind of sports there is heat. And cardio during fat loss, no more than 3 cardio sessions or 3 cardio sessions per week, or no more than 1 heat session per week. You should strive for the least session. So whatever cardio I suggest doing cardio after your weightlifting routine, after you lifted weights. That should be a slow miss or least, whatever you want to feel like, but don't do heat. If you have to do it, what type of heat I do, that I sprint for 100 meters and I repeat that for 10 times. and that's it. It roughly takes about 15 minutes, and that's it. Nothing more to stress. um, I do at least 2 cardio sessions per week. For one, I just run 1 mile. 1 mile, that means 1600 meter. I do it under 5 minutes 30 seconds. So that's it. And the one hit session. I do actually so cardio before or after weights? That's a good question, and I should answer that like this. Weightlifting should be #1 priority always. So when you do cardio before weights, you lose some kind of energy. So when you are going to do weightlifting after doing cardio, you may not be lifting that much weight that you used to do, or maybe grind some fewer number of reps. So I would always suggest that cardio should be done after your weight training routine, because you can just get away with it, whatever the fuck you want to feel like, whatever the fuck they want to do like, and just spend the time doing some kind of activity that should be optimal for your fat loss and to maintain your muscle gains. I like doing jump rope because that's I can do at home and stationary, and that's it. Nothing more to stress. So that's all. I guess that you have learned something from this video. If you have, subscribed to my channel, and also if you can, I would really appreciate if you leave a follow me on Instagram. I have recently reached 20k followers. I will be announcing a 20k giveaway very soon. So just keep tuned. Until then, peace out.